City are cooked, Arsenal get diddled by VAR, and Ruben Amorim is fucked. At least for now. Welcome back to Hatewatch, where football fans come to watch the world burn. I'm your host, the Fat Asian, and I'm gonna be honest, it's felt like a generational Hatewatch season. Yes, all of the I used to pray for days like this memes. Pep and City's downfall just an chef's kiss. Like, not even just chef's kiss, just 3 Michelin stars, dinner at Le Bernardine, just glorious. Because let's be honest, the Prem has been kind of boring during Pep's reign of dominance. In fact, kind of all world football's gotten a little bit more boring since Pep Guardiola came around. And it's not totally his fault. He's too successful. Everyone's trying to copycat him. Everybody's trying to be the next Pep. Everyone's trying to play tiki-taka possession football. And it all got a little bit too samey. You know, the NBA has the same issue. Steph Curry and the Warriors broke the league. And now every single team in the league hucks a bajillion threes. And that style gets boring to watch. Overall, the product just suffered. But that is what is so exciting about this season in the Premier League. Not only has the king and his men been overthrown, the usurpers have done it with style. Dare I say, the game is kind of back. We have multiple teams. They're not only great, they're entertaining. And they're all winning with different styles. Arsenal is just leaning full into the corner meme. Chelsea's up to second place with Maresca ball flowing and Cole Palmer just doing something audacious every other week. And it's just fun to watch. Styles make fights, as they say. And now that we're inching closer to the halfway point, we can see who's for real. And the two frontrunners, Chelsea and Liverpool, they're playing fantastic football. At least for the neutral's point of view. They have the 2 best players in the league right now. They got a Steph and LeBron aura about them. And credit to fucking Arne Slot. He has done the impossible. What was thought impossible? Because the bird on the Liverpool logo might as well be a phoenix. Because from the ashes of a burnt out Jurgen Klopp has emerged not only the best team in the Premier League, but the best team in Europe. I remember a couple weeks ago when I was saying, oh, well, we'll see if Liverpool's for real. They got a real tough schedule coming up. And let's take a look back on that. Yeah, they have been imperious. Top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League. Like, how did this happen? It went from Ralphie, I'm in danger, to Heisenberg, I am the danger. Mo Salah is running a one-man reverse crusade, single-handedly converting more and more English to Islam by the day. Here's a crazy stat. He has been directly involved in 75% of Liverpool's goals this season. And this past game, he scored 2 and assisted the other. And bookmarked this game, because this was the match that made Liverpool break out their checkbook. I mean, this whole entire season has made Liverpool break out their checkbook. They're like, yeah, what were we thinking? What were we thinking? I mean, he's a little old. He's 32, but come on. Right now, he is the best player on the planet. Or at least the most informed. It had to be done. He's got a 2-year extension, and now with this contract saga over, you can put that behind him and focus on having Liverpool run away with the league. And Liverpool are just playing the most hardcore, filthy slut ball you can put on television. And it's fucking brilliant to watch. I said it. I know this is a weekly show, so I don't have time to gush over all the players that are just killing it for them right now. But I gotta say, Curtis Jones is fucking quality, bro. What a player, my God. And I am unbelievably jealous as a Man United fan. Yeah. They're literally impossible to hate watch. They are the anti-hate watch, the neggy hate watch, and not the one from Naruto. But the show is called Hate Watch, so let's get to the hate. And let's start off with survival of the shittest. And the first team we'll talk about is Man City. But Man City, what's going on? Before getting a dub last week, they had been on a doom slide. 5 losses and 1 draw. 4 consecutive losses in a row. A first for Pep Guardiola's career. And yes, big news, they gave him a contract extension that'll keep him there to 2027, but who knows if he'll even make it that far. At this rate, he might not even last to win a break. Once again, I'm kidding, but I mean, this team really is in crisis, a true crisis. And really, it's an injury crisis. They are so injured that they made Pep Guardiola do something that I've never seen him do in his entire career. Put youth players on his bench. And yeah, Man City's game on the weekend was pretty much summed up by the performance of Rico Lewis, who scored a fantastic goal, then got a needless yellow arguing over nothing, and then got a second yellow card that was questionable, which meant he got sent off, allowing Crystals to hold on to a very, very valuable point. And I think it's time. I think it's time for me to admit that I am starting to believe that Manchester City might not win the league this year. And this is devastating because I made a $1,000 bet on this shit. Go check this video for that. But this death spiral might be just too much for them to overcome this year. And it's becoming clear that they do not have the depth that they used to have. They are not the same team without Rodri. And as good as Erling Haaland is, he cannot carry them. Also, side note, watching Erling Haaland play, even in this draw, just randomly had this thought, thank God Erling Haaland was born in the 2000s. Could you imagine living in the Middle Ages in England, and then all of a sudden you see a Viking boat pull up on your shores, and this little speck on the horizon is now a 6'4" Viking sprinting at you at full pace like a fucking raptor. No man that big should move that quick. And thank God he's playing football, because back then, my God, he would have committed Vinland Saga's level of massacres. Also, quick mention to my guy, Rude Boy, who pulled some magic down in Leicester, having them fight back in Fergie time to salvage a point. Gotta root for my dog. But moving on, I want to take a quick moment to say that it's a long season. Sometimes, I think maybe too long. But then you get a little things in the Premier League that I didn't know I liked. For one, you get to see the seasons change, and the rain is finally well in here in England. The elements are part of the game now, and typically, I'm a fan. Cucurella slipping all over the place, the raindrops cascading off the crossbar when it struck. Small moments like this remind us of the passage of time and our slow, inevitable march toward death. Call your moms, kids. Speaking of an inevitable march to death, let's talk about Arsenal. What's crazy is that Arsenal are a fucking fantastic football club. I especially notice this when juxtaposed up against playing Manchester United. It's like they're playing two different sports. But I will say this about Arsenal. The corner meme is real. Jesus. Do you guys remember when Arsenal used to play like beautiful, free-flowing liquid football? Yeah, well now it's just win corners, win games. I swear, at the rate that they're going, whoever their set-piece coach is gonna get a head coaching job after this. I looked this man up. Nicholas Jover? This dude is the James Ward-Prowse of set-piece coaching. He's money. He's definitely the type of guy who plays FUT champs. He found that one corner glitch, and he's just gonna spam you the whole game. The whole game. And you know what? It works. Before this weekend, Arsenal had rattled off 4 wins in a row. They'd finally gotten healthy, gotten past the red cards, and they're putting a nice run together. And they should have won this last game over the weekend, if not for the VAR monster. Yeah, they chopped off late winner because of a marginal offsides in the build-up. Just like the game was intended. It's a goddamn shame, because I want all 4 of these teams to be in contention come the end of the year. But it just feels like Arsenal's snake bitten. If it's not their health, it's a red card. If it's not a red card, it's VAR. It's always something with this team. But all that said, they're not completely out of it yet. They're still somewhat in striking distance. We have about 3/5 of the season still remaining, so who knows? But back to talking about the rain. I will say this. I can see why certain players avoid playing in England in their career. No, it's not because of the cold and the blitzing wind and the wetness. No, I'm talking about a far more pressing issue for male footballers, and that is male pattern baldness. Because if you're balding, you can't play in the Prem, bro. Nah, the rain is the great revealer, and ain't no way you getting any bitches with your briar patch showing in 4K on the TV, especially with the angles that they shoot in the stadium. Nah, dog, you're done. This is why managers are bald. They know, they can't hide it. You gotta let it go or it looks worse. Listen, if you're planning on coming to the Prem and your hair's starting to go, you gotta play a season in Turkey. Better yet, do a loan spell. That's perfect. Get the plugs, you fake an injury so you recover off camera. Then, once your loan spell is over, you come to the Prem, hairline crispy. Bro, what the fuck? What if this is the real reason why Victor Osimhen went to Turkey? Oh my God, he's a genius. You blame your agent, like, oh my God, I guess I have to go to Turkey for a season. Nobody knows why you're really there. You know, pad the stats a little bit, and then boom, 9 months from now, you watch. He's gonna be leading the line at Chelsea, and that hairline is gonna be flawless. I'm telling you, real G's move in silence, like lasagna. But alright, I had to tell that joke because now I have to talk about an even bigger joke. My beloved Manchester United. And Ruben Amorim is fucked, at least for now. After watching a couple games from him, it's gonna be a work in progress. But hey, they can't all be Slot and Maresca. And to be fair, both those coaches inherited far more talented teams, far deeper teams, with better infrastructure, and they both had an offseason to go ahead and implement their systems and work with those players. Ruben inherited a complete mess and got thrown into the fucking crucible. And he's trying to see if he can play 3 in the back while evaluating his players, all in real time. The guy is holding job interviews on the pitch. And surprise, surprise, a lot of the same issues from the Ten Hag era came out and poked their head. They're still struggling to play out of the back, super susceptible to the press, regularly giving away counter chances, and a lot of players looking around confused. And let's be honest, he should be beating Forest, plain and simple. And I remember talking shit about Forest, so, you know, well played. You got me back. This is the first time Nottingham Forest has won at Old Trafford in 30 years. The last time this happened, the PlayStation 1 had just come out. The PlayStation 1! Credit to Forest, man. They're overachieving like hell this season. Still the only team to beat Liverpool, although, should have been a draw, because I have no fucking clue what Onana was doing on this one. Just like, how? I stand by my statements and my words that Andre Onana is still the most entertaining keeper in the league. I just really wish he wasn't on my team. Yeah, I think he's gone in the summer. Ruben's serious about his aspirations. He can't have a liability in that. I don't care how good his passing is. So yeah, through first couple of games in as manager, my initial review of Ruben Amorim is that he's pretty much doing everything I asked for. I kind of like it that he's just throwing the players in the deep end and seeing who sinks and swims. Because I think he's properly assessed what I had diagnosed, and that is they're no longer playing for the season. The season's gone. So the best thing you could do is evaluate who can work in your system and who doesn't. And for all the defensive gaffes, for all the frustration in the build-up, when they do manage to break the press, they actually look like they might score a goal. In fact, they have been scoring goals. Offensively, it's been night and day from what they were under Ten Hag. And that's all I want to see the rest of the season. Progress. I want to see progress in you implementing your style and your system. Something that Ten Hag was never able to do because it seemed like he was always putting out fires elsewhere. Amorim, you got time. Shit's gonna happen, but keep playing entertaining football. That's all I ask. Unlike Gladiator 2, I am entertained. See who you can work with and who you can't. And come the transfer window, you're gonna get the war chest. Yeah, remember, this is Ineos' first guy, first hand-picked guy. They're gonna do everything they can to make him succeed. So, just keep grinding away. I know he came into Sporting and started doing instant miracles there, but Portugal is not England. Nor did I expect that. So I think fans now have tempered expectations. They'll be patient with you. And I think the biggest compliment that I could give is I'm excited now to tune into Manchester United games again. Yeah, I'm ready to be hurt again. It's the hope that kills you. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead, smush a nipple on the like button right now. Subscribe if you are new. Follow me on Instagram at thefatasianofficial. Let the bitches know. I'd like to thank all my patrons keeping me alive and well. Shout outs to everyone in the GOAT tier. We got Elm, Robert Matai, Peter Barr, The Fat Austrian, Valente Vasquez, and of course, Movadoc. And last but not least, the double GOAT, Sandra Jeremy. Thank you. Also, thank you to Alex and Luce for helping me out of this video. And yeah, until next week, boys. Later.